Hello, everyone. This is Funs from Legal Funs, and welcome, my water sign friend, Scorpio. We're here to talk about what's going on for you, May 2025. Of course, this reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, could be most relevant to you, but it might be timely, for you right now. Honestly, that's just what the T is. Straight in. Sun, moon, rising. Anywhere else you have it could also be relevant, but sun, moon, rising might be feeling it a little bit more relevantly so. But we're gonna leave it at that. We just gonna get to shuffling on the microphone. Y'all know I don't really love to do this, but I'm gonna get used to it just as you guys are getting used to seeing this mug. Okay, get into it. I have a nice little blue water theme going on for you guys here, so we're jumping straight in. We're talking about the good, the challenging, and what literally to walk out for, and we'll talk about what's going on with your love life also. Themes that is. So I don't got nothing else to say. Let me mug you while I'm shuffling. Now the themes for your love life. For singles and those in relationships. Okay, so listen, I've mugged you enough. Let's get into it. What's going on? Period. Let me just read you all the cards and then we'll talk about what it means. So as for the good going on around you at this time, the Queen of Wands, the Two of Swords, hold on. The air conditioner kicked on and I probably sounded like I was in a windstorm. So I decided to spare your ears because you are a water sign, not an air sign. Okay. All it aside. So the good. Queen of Wands, Two of Swords, the Devil, and the King of Pentacles. The challenging during this period of time, the Hierophant, Queen of Wands, Knight of Cups, and the Eight of Wands reversed. And what to watch out for, the Ten of Swords, Ace of Swords, everything on the overall bottoms. And I will read you your cards related to your love life later. Okay. So now, seems like what you have going on is you you're doing pretty well, but something seems to also possibly. Oh my gosh! I didn't hold your cards up. Why didn't you say anything? Oh my gosh! Come on, Scorpio. Like, I'm here for you. Damn. Goodness gracious. Damn. Anyways, it seems like at this time you are fighting a battle that nobody else can see. Um, you are going through your days pretty decently. You know what I'm saying? Like you're able to, I don't know. Let's say if you work, you're able to work pretty efficiently. If you volunteer, you're able to do what you need to do to participate in life with, let's say family and friends or just whoever else you be around. They don't even have to be your close people like that. You are managing your way pretty well, but you're kind of going through something that nobody else can see, or that almost even in a way that you yourself cannot see, right? Um, there's part of you that does feel strongly that you can get through what you're trying to get through, though. So that's good to have some motivation there. I'm not gonna lie to you. Um, You do too good of a job putting up a front. That doesn't mean you have to go, maybe switch up what you're doing. But if you're in a position that you can ask for help, you know, with a one or two designated people, one person, whoever, I would say let somebody know. Even if you don't tell them with what, tell them that you're struggling. I don't know if this is a repeated pattern of behavior for you. I don't like that. You need to stop that. Um. Mm-mm. So as for your challenge, it might actually be that very same thing that I was just telling you about. Is the fact that you don't want to say anything to anybody. Because there's part of you that's like, well, I've gotten through this before. Like, why else would that be a problem, right? If there's any sort of help or advice you're seeking, it could actually be professional help, completely unrelated to anybody, maybe in your closest circle, knowing your personal business. So I don't know, maybe you decided to start taking up seeing a therapist, a physical therapist, I don't know, a trainer, going to take a class or whatever, and meeting other people like you who have this problem, and you're doing it all under the table. And that's not a bad thing because you're doing what you can, what you're supposed to resolve whatever battle or whatever demons you're fighting. And it doesn't even have to be, of course, substances. It could just be, you trying to figure out your mental health, or, you know, a skill that you've been hiding, that you just struggled with, not having. So you decided to go get the help and use the resources that you can to go get it, right? But you're keeping it hush hush. You're keeping it quiet, or somebody around you, could be in this position and is keeping it quiet. But this Knight of Cups, I'm telling you straight up, you know, I feel like you're almost being a little bit too hasty. You're being a little bit too hasty, but that's up to you whether you want to tell your business or not. But you know, I feel like your challenge is really trying to find the words to say, if at all, if you wish to communicate. That is. What you have to watch out for is the fact that your mechanisms in terms of being smart. So let's say, for example, this thing that you're kind of trying to resolve yourself on the low, you need to be careful because it could be, found out, revealed. Somebody could find something, hear something, know something, realize something has changed or is changing within you. Of course, that's not like a bad thing, but it could lead to some larger change. Ten of Swords, you know, it could lead to, yeah, see the death overall. It could lead to some changes, but I do see them being positive changes. And also with whatever it is that you're doing, you could be meeting someone or some peoples. If not this, possibly another water sign. You already know Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, maybe even an air sign. Of course, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Da da. And they could be somebody who comes in to kind of help you with this situation, or might actually end up offering some words of advice. Yet again, I don't know what to tell you other than that this doesn't really look tremendously bad, but all I'm gonna say is that you might find this easier to navigate without taking on the weight all on yourself, and then being upset that nobody's there to help you carry it, because some of it could be your choice to carry it that way, or maybe you do just genuinely feel, and maybe it is just your reality that no one's there to help you carry it. So of course, I can only wish you the best in that and the best of luck in your situation, and hopefully whatever it is gets better. And know that again, regardless, it says here you weren't gonna have a problem persevering anyways. So moving on to what is the theme for singles and those in relationships. So for this month of May 2025, for the singles, we have the card Photograph, and literally reading you the card, looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, making new memories. And for those who are in a relationship, you have the Soulmates card, soul connection, partnership, agreement, and soul contract. So I'm going to tell you, those in a relationship, if you are planning on or interested in taking the next step in your relationship, for those of you who resonate with this reading, this would be a good time to do so. or even vow renewal, just a dedication to your partnership, would be a good thing for you for you to do at this time. Um, so I can see, a number of you might be stepping forward, to enter a relationship. Enter a relationship, a new stage of your relationship, a new situation in terms of that. So, go on and go get married, go get engaged. This is a good time for that. As for my singles, some of you, of course, literally taking the cards, meaning maybe you are looking back at old situations and flames, and you're thinking back to how it went. I'm gonna tell you, do not allow yourself to be your judgment to be clouded by what the good times were, because for some of you, not all of you, for some of you, the times was not all that great. So I don't know if I, don't let yourself be fooled. Um, some of you, I also feel like this doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, but for those of you, who maybe have taken kind of a back seat as it relates to, engaging or looking for a relationship or a partner, um, you could just be kind of looking back at pictures with friends. You could be feeling nostalgic just in general at this time, because of the memories that could be coming up related to whatever this is that could have been going on in your predictions. With all that aside, I don't know what fully the energy this is for you as it relates to know this, but I don't know. You'll just have to follow me over to the extended if you'd like, and you'll find out some more about that if you're interested to see what your love prospects are for this period of time. But other than that, thank you so much for taking this ride with me, Scorpio. I don't have anything else to say. I'm gonna get out of your face. Go watch your other signs, other placements if you'd like to, and if you don't, that's fine. Also, I will say I will ask one request of you, just this few times. Leave me a comment, like the video, let me know if you like this, me doing monthly predictions, and I will keep doing them. This, we're in this together. Anyways, I'm gonna get out of your face. Thank you so much for listening, watching, whatever. If you can't get down with it, get down. Don't get down with us. I know.